Hey, what's up, y'all? Let's get into the Housewives of Dubai season 2, episode 6. So we continue with them at lunch in the desert, where they continue chit chatting about. This time they chatting about the phone call situation where Caroline Brooke called up T Lee and tell T Lee what she thought Sandberry said, and Sandberry brings Lisa into it and all that good stuff. They go through that back and forth bull crap. During that, Sarah tries to come in and try to speak for she tried to speak for Caroline Brooks and try to get Caroline Brooks to interpret what she means, and that pisses Caroline Sandberry off. Caroline Sandberry said, "I wish you would stop trying to be her mouthpiece and let her speak." And she said, "Let her speak for herself and stuff." So they going back and forth at it, and it's really annoying. Sandberry that how Caroline Brooke and Sarah are, since how Sarah is acting since both of the Carolines were at it. She didn't morally pulled over and pulled herself off to Caroline Brooks more. So after that, I know that Caroline Brooks ended up pulling Sarah and Lisa aside so that she could talk to them, and she switched the conversation and brought up what Sarah said about Lisa, cause Lisa wanted to know what she said, because when they met Sarah's male friend, you know, for dinner and stuff, she said some stuff where she wanted to know about what's going on with Lisa. She thinking something's wrong with Lisa and stuff like that, and that something was going on at home. And so she said, no, it wasn't that. She said, no, I just wanted to know what was going on with you, because you've been kind of tensed and whatever. And she went, I just think that Ayan tried to make it more than what it is. I said, no, Ayan did make it more than what it is. I said, what you said was you was thinking that something was going on in her marriage. That's what you was thinking. And you thought she just the way she been acting and stuff has been just out of there. But I said, no, it haven't. But we're going to move on about it. So she tried to make it clear it up like that. So, Lisa kind of just took her word and whatever. So they went to go sit back down. And she brought it back up again. And Ayan said, no, Ayan said, y'all already know. If you got anything to say to me about my best friend, I'm going to go back and tell her exactly what you said. And I told her exactly what you said. Bitch. I said, baby. It said so. They did a little chit-chat in there. And it went a little, what it was. After that, the lunch was over. So after that, we ended up seeing Ayan and Lisa ended up meeting up and going to lunch. And they ended up chit-chatting about the dancing lunch and whatever, and how things went and whatever. And so they ended up chit-chatting about what's going on with them. And Lisa ended up opening up to her about that she's feel overwhelmed. She feel very overwhelmed with everything, that she feel like she's got too much on her plate, and she's not doing enough. She's doing too much for her sons and whatever, but she's not really taking any time out for herself. So Ayan told her, like, girl, you're gonna have to talk to I want to say her husband name Rich, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I got wrote down. Husband named Rich. You gonna have to talk to Rich about it and let him know exactly how you feel, because I said, yeah. Because Ayan said, girl, because Ayan said, I don't do too much. I said, shut up, Ayan, girl, because you don't do too much. Ayan said, I don't do too much, girl. I do just enough. I said, yeah. So she, Lisa was breaking down and stuff, and she told her, you need to speak to your husband. You need to tell him how you feel and stuff. Because she has, because Ion, I said, and the one thing about Ion that I do like, that her and her husband, they actually talk to each other. They actually have that open conversation. They actually talk to each other about their feelings. And if she feel overwhelmed or whatever, she let him know. And he helps. It's like, and I think that she do need to have a conversation with him. So she took her bestie advice and whatever. So we move on from there. We move on to Caroline asked Samberry and her husband. They at home with her in-laws and stuff. So they eating and whatever, and she tells the family that I want him to have friends of his own. I want him to do his own thing and everything else. Like, I got friends, I got my own stuff. I want him to do his own thing. He don't need to be under me. Cause his sister there, and she's there with her husband, and she asked the sister, "So, do you and your husband got?" She went, "Yes." The sister went, "Yeah, he got his own friends. I got mine." She went, "Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be." And the mama was like, "Yes." His mom like 100%. And so she gave him, he wanted another kiss, and the kiss be like, she kissed him on the cheek like, I gotta go. And so he's sitting there, and they're talking and whatever with the family. And his mama told him, "You need to stop it. You need to stop all the stuff that you're doing and stuff." And he wants a baby. She said, like, she don't want no baby. She said, mama said, you ain't ready for no baby. You ain't ready for no baby. You need to stop it. And when I don't see Caroline with no child. So that's a good deal. I said she ain't lied on that one, because I said Caroline ain't looking for no baby. And stuff like that. And his mama told her, you need to get some friends, you need to get a life of your own and stop being under this woman. And he went, yeah, it ain't like she used to be and stuff like that in the beginning. I said, y'all was in COVID. I said, you was trapped in a house during COVID, and them kids was forced to deal with you. And they don't like you. Them kids do not like you, don't care for you. And they just learned to deal with you. They just don't like you, and it's just what it is. But moving on. So we move on from there. Move on to Ion. So Ion is getting ready for her big launch, her big Ion Beauty launch and stuff. So she's on the phone with her big sister, and stuff. Because her sister is coming, her brother coming. I know her dad was supposed to come, but I don't know if her dad made it. But her sister and brother are coming. And she getting prepared and everything. And she's so happy. She's trying to get her sister to bring her sister, their traditional home food. Her sister cook the good food. She want her to bring. Her sister say, I can't bring that girl. I can't bring that on the plane, because that ain't gonna look right. But moving on from there, we move on to okay, Caroline Brooks. So Caroline Brooks is with her son and her mom. Her mom is in town. Her mom finally made it to Dubai from America. So she takes her mom and her son to her business and stuff. So they sitting there, they get down, the son ordered some gray tea, if I'm not mistaken. Hope that's right. Gray tea. He ain't never had it, but he ordered it. And sits down, and they have a little conversation. And Caroline Brooke ended up asking her son, say he having a party and whatever for his birthday. But she ended up asking him why he don't speak to her. Because she asked him about, I forget what she asked him. She asked him about something. Yeah, she asked him some topic, and I don't remember what it was. Asked him, do he talk to his dad about it? And he said, maybe. He said, maybe I do. He said, maybe I do, maybe I don't. He said, I may do, I may not. So why don't you talk to me? She asked him, why don't you talk to me like that? And he said, because you come in at 10 o'clock at night. That's why I don't talk to you. I said, ooh, dang. I said, girl, She ain't but she like, I'm working hard for, I'm working hard to put the, the life that you live, and you living the life you live because of me. That's why I come in there at that time, and I'm like, and her mom said, you gotta work him. My mom tried to support her and say like, yeah, he don't know he got a good working mom, right? Her mom trying to support it somewhat, but her mom tried to support her somewhat, but her mom wasn't really honest with her, and she should have been, because I said I would let her know. I'm like, no, ma'am. I said, because if you got time to get your ass up and go party with these helpers, you got time to spend time with your child during the day, because you surely get time to go out with these women. So don't sit here and say you ain't got time to spend time with him and he ain't opening up to you. That's why he's not opening up, because you're not at home. So he opened up to his dad more. That's your fault. She said in her confession that she's gonna try to change that. And I said hopefully she does, because I said you don't like, he told you why, so change it. So moving on from there. Excuse me. Move on to Sarah. So Sarah and her son are with her guy friend, and okay, so Sarah's at home with her son, and then her male friend ended up showing up and stuff. And the son goes upstairs because he get ready. The guy friend is getting ready to go back to Germany. So she sits down with him and asks him what he see, what do he see, them, how they progressing and stuff like that. And he said, I see that, a relationship, marriage, stuff like that. That's what he see. And she ended up telling him that she told her mom about him, and her mom went into like he's like the other, he's just like the other two men. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, I'm confused with this. I said to me, her logic, I said Sarah's logic is all screwed up. Cause I said, she said her daddy and her mom relationship was that her being, I want to say Arabic, I hope I'm saying it right, that the father did pay for everything, and the mom didn't have to spend none of her money or whatever, and but she ended up taking care of her last two marriages. She'll take care of the man. I said, I'm confused, ma'am. If you had a dad that showed you what you've been looking for, why are you taking care? Why was you taking care of the two last husbands? And the two last husbands weren't even good for you all the way around, and you still chose them. But you said your dad was the type of person that showed you what a man is, what type of man you're looking for. But that ain't the type of man you actually choose. Because that is not what I said, to me, that ain't what you're looking for. I said, that's not what, it's like, I don't think that's what you're looking for. That ain't what you want. I don't know what she wants, to be honest. But she sat down with the guy and stuff, and I feel like he may be getting a little cold feet because it seemed like things are moving a little bit too fast for him, because she's trying to rush stuff. And you can kind of see it. It's like he's okay with you can tell he's okay with the son, and the son feeling like the son like him and wants him to be his stepdad and what like that. It's like he can understand that. He has no problem with the child. It's her. Because she's saying her culture, and they don't date, they date to marry. And I said, girl, you don't make sense. I said, because in every culture, I said, American people, it's like you ain't dating just to date. It's like if you dating, if you're in a committed relationship, you trying to lead up to marriage after 1 or 2 years, because 2 years you didn't got to know it. You should by 2 years you should have got to know each other in them 2 years to know if this gonna go longer than that. You should know, or figure out if this person they want to get married or not. If that's their forte. If it ain't, then y'all can be long time partners. But that's another topic. So moving on from there. I'm just yamming now. So we move on from there. We move on to Caroline Stanberry and her daughter goes out, have a one-on-one lunch and whatever. Her daughter breaks down, and her daughter tells exactly how she felt. She don't she don't care for Sergio. She said because she said she feels like her mother. She said you yell at me. So it takes two people to. She went. It takes two people to argue. She said, "All right, I know that's damn right, girl. Tell that heifer." She said it takes two people to argue, and she went, the main person you yell at is me. And she went, and you don't. She went, and he said some hateful. The daughter said he say some shit. He done said some shit to me that I don't think you would allow anybody else to say that type of stuff to me. Anybody. I said, I said, well, I said, if she's sitting there looking stupid, she's sitting there looking stupid, she's sitting there looking like, oh my God. And you said you can kind of see a little emotion in her, like she like, like the daughter is so mad and pissed because it's like you always taking his side, and you treat us like we're nothing. Like we're nothing to you. Like we comes nothing to you. And so, they continue their dinner and whatever. And she asked the daughter said, I'll try. She said, I'll try to work with him. I'll try to she said, I'll try to get along with him, whatever. But I said, at this point, I said, your daughter not. I said, once she go to college in America, she's not coming back. I said, she will never come back to him. She will never, and I mean ever, come back home. She's living, I said, I can see her living in America, staying in America for the rest of her life. I said, she's not coming back home. She don't want nothing to do. I said, that's going to be what it is. I said, she's done. And I said, her siblings will be, her two twin brothers, the twin brothers will be right over there with her. I said, because I said, you letting this, they don't respect, they do have to, do they have to respect him? I don't know. I said, because I'm looking at it as a kid. Like, I don't gotta respect him. If I was a kid, I don't gotta respect you. I don't gotta respect you. But I don't gotta respect you at all. I don't even gotta deal with you. At this point, only time I gotta come back home is when it's time for me to come back home. And I could either stay the holidays right there in America. It don't have to come back at all. And get a job and work the whole entire time I'm instead of not, so I don't have to even deal with my parent in her husband. I can talk to my siblings on the phone and dad and whatever. Dad can come visit me and I call it a day. Talk to her on the phone and call it a day. So I hope that Caroline does a better job with making sure that he is respectful to her children. The same way he won't respect, he gotta give respect. And I don't think he's, I said the way he acts just with her, and he acts like a child. He acts like a 4-year-old child. So I said, if you act like a 4-year-old child, and these are actually children, I know your mouthpiece is vicious, and you say some stuff that is that that should not be said to a child. But I said I kind of feel sorry for her because I said she gonna lose her kids over this man. But that's what she's gonna. That's her decision. But moving on from there, we move on to okay, T Lee. So T Lee is with her family, and she's mad at Brooke because I said apparently T Lee dog. They family. I said either they family dog passed or whatever, and so she didn't got calls from everybody else, but Caroline Brooke. She got calls from everybody else, Caroline Brooke, and she devastated. She said she didn't call Caroline Brooke and told her, text her happy birthday, tell her son Adam happy birthday. I said, girl, tell him. I said, girl, you should have been at his damn birthday party. I said, you known her for 10 years, so you and Caroline both are like, y'all both like aunts. Y'all are actually aunts to him, and y'all not even at his damn birthday party. So she mad and whatever. So we end up finding out that Caroline shows up to their house, showed up to Tilly's house and stuff to give them flowers and stuff, they condolences for they pet or whatever, the family pet and all that stuff. And we end up finding out that the night before that her and Tilly was out pissy drunk, ended up back at her Tilly house. Caroline was in the bed with the husband, laying in bed with him and stuff and stuff and all that stuff. We ended up seeing Caroline Brooks threw her son the birthday party, where now all of a sudden her and her baby daddy, now they trying to co-parent. And I went, y'all was just, I said, wait a minute, y'all was just fine. I said, now they having issues with each other, where I said, I'm like, oh God. I said, I don't know what's going on with her. I said, so, the son had a nice party and stuff. The ladies who came with their kids and whatever. And I want to say I said, Lisa, girl, come to the front, bitch. I said, you being messy as hell this season, girl, because you going around sending text messages, sending photos and shit to the ladies, showing them, because they found out that Caroline and Tilly was hanging out and shit, because it was on their social media, and she sent it to Brooks and ladies them sitting there talking about it. I said, why y'all talking about it? So they ended up finding out that Caroline or Tilly didn't come. Ended up finding out that they didn't know if Caroline, I don't know if Caroline Brooks stopped sending her or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, uninvited her, but yeah. I said it wasn't really a lot that happened at the birthday party. They just did a little gossipy. But that's it. What else? Okay, so another thing happened was that they went back to T Lee and T Lee house with Caroline Stanberry, and they talking to her family and whatever, and just chit chatting about Caroline Brooks and their issue with her and whatever, and that Stanberry said she wasn't going to the party anyway because she just didn't want to go. But I said, Caroline, you should have been there. I said, you should have been there. It's like both of y'all should have been there for that. It's like that baby I said, that baby, he has nothing to do with y'all issue with her, with the mother. I said, that's y'all nephew. Stop acting stupid. I said, y'all hurt him more than y'all hurt her. And I said, that's the sad thing about it. But that's all that happened on this episode. Like, subscribe, and share on social medias. It's your boy Paul. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll get back at y'all later. Bye, y'all.